Okay, this next book, I gotta move some of these. This next book, another giant, you guessed it, L.J. Smith. I was keeping that woman in business. This one is The Forbidden Game. Oh, I kind of like this catchline. He's playing with her heart, ... and her life. So funny. So this book is about a girl named Jenny. She is trying to find the perfect gift to get her boyfriend for his birthday, and she stumbles upon this really weird shop and ends up finding this board game that she's gonna buy for everyone to play at the party. And the guy at the checkout is very alluring to her, bleach blonde hair, pale eyes, and it's very odd. She ends up taking the game to his birthday party, and her, let's see, seven friends end up playing it, and they're sucked into the game, Jumanji style. And the only way to get out is by each of them confronting their phobias. Like, if that were me, would be driving on a highway. Like, could you believe that? If everyone was like in the car in this game, and I'm like, the only way that we're gonna survive is if I have to merge into traffic with a semi coming at me on the left, we might all die. Truly, I remember reading this book and being scared while I read it, which like probably wouldn't be the case now when I'm reading like truly horrific thrillers, but I remember being so scared, and I remember it being so interesting. There kind of becomes this weird love triangle between her and her actual boyfriend Tom, and then this other guy Julian. He is what they call the Prince of Shadows, which I'm pretty sure is something demonic. I'm gonna leave it at that, and you have to read it. Gotta read it to know. But this is another one, like, I would love to do a reread and maybe just tell you guys what happens. Like, that might be really fun, and I bet it would be really funny to reread some of these, because L.J. Smith, she's great, she writes great stuff, but this is obviously like a very teen book, but it's really, really good. I love it. So still in the L.J. Smith world, Dark Visions. This is a masterpiece, truly a masterpiece. Dark Visions is a whirlwind about a girl named Caitlin. She lives in a small town, and she is a teenager with psychic abilities, and she's kind of gotten this reputation in her town as a witch because of those abilities. And she's shunned. She is an outcast because of that. She can draw predictions, and she ends up being invited to the Zetes. Is that how you say it? Z-E-T-E-S. Zetes? And now I'm thinking like ziti, Big Ziti. She's invited to the Big Ziti Institute, where she can hone her skill and train with some other teenagers with different abilities. And so she is there gaining friendship, very much found family, when she is in a love triangle between two men. One of them is named Rob, and he's very golden retriever. He's a healer and is just super sweet and funny and athletic. And then the other one, Gabriel, very aggressive, morally gray, mysterious. He's a telepath, and he's what they call a psychic vampire, which means he can feed off of other people's life force, which is like what I consider an extrovert, to be honest. So with all this teenage angst already going on for her, and learning how to hone her abilities and figure out who she is as a person, there's all this nonsense, chaos going on in the background, and trying to figure out what these people at the Institute want, what is their end goal for all these kids, and who she can trust. This big event happens, which this is all like, none of this is giving anything away. It's kind of in the intro. There is something that happens where all the teenagers that are there, which I think is like 5 of them total that are training, they become linked, like their minds become linked. And so they're gonna all try to figure out what's going on. And it's very adventurous, very crazy, and was super good, super good. Thank you so much for being here. Please, please like and subscribe. I have a ton of new content coming out and I want you to be the first one to see it.